number 87 of Ryder Ellis with 15-7 score. So Ryder not having his best Loretta Lynn's, but the jockeying for position, good Lord, sweeping around the outside. That was a huge hole shot. Jonathan Getz with the hole shot. That was impressive. There he goes, the number 44 in the number 2 spot. That is Wyatt Duff. So Jonathan Getz with 1-5 scores. Wyatt Duff with 8-8 moto scores. Getz with a 22 right there. Look at this lead early in this moto, third and final moto, but Getz going to leave nothing on this racetrack, going to take it all with him.
As we work our way, wow, look at the leader already starting to stretch things out here in this 65, 10 and 11-year-old class. Jonathan Getz coming into this one a head full of steam, and starting with a head full of steam here in the second moto as well, as he grabbed that Stay-Stick Stability Cycle Hole Shot Award, and looks like also maybe grabbed the afterburner or something, man. He kicked something in there.
Check it out. Jonathan Getz with 1-5-1 scores. He's got 7 points, but Carson Wood is in 10th, and you know he's going to pick off some guys. So Carson Wood's going to move forward, we think, but he's got to get 5 positions, it looks like, at least to tie Getz, right? Is that what you're seeing there? 6. He needs 6 to tie. He's got to get up to 4.
Right.
So we're going to keep tabs on Carson Woods on the number 26 machine, and I'm sure those first few turns he's already made passes, but a great story. We've already set up another great story between Getz and Wood. Wyatt Thurman with 4.47 scores, and I'm sure that has since changed as well.
Yeah.
And there's Getz. Look at this lead. He has got 5 seconds already over the field, so he's doing everything he can, Rodney.
Exactly. He's doing all he can do. All he can hope for is what unfolds behind him. Wyatt Duff still back in that number 2 spot. There's Aiden Zing in third. The 73 machine is back there. Timothy Scott moved up a lot of positions there. He actually crossed the finish line, or the hole shots drop at 9th, so he's mid-pack of that top 10 right now, being a factor in this one, it looks like, in Moto 3.
Well, let's look for the number 26 of Carson Woody. He's moved from 10th to 7th, and he brings the point total down to 3 points between himself and Jonathan Getz.
So he still has
3 spots.
No, he has
4 to win it.
4 to win it, yeah.
He needs to get from 7th to 3rd.
And right now, the way Jonathan Getz is rolling, the gap he's got open, unless he has a mechanic.
There is the 26.
Yeah,
great job from our camera crew picking up the number 26. He's picking them up one by one. He's got to get around the number 18 of Wyatt Thurman, and he pushes him all the way outside of the racetrack. There is the 26 of Carson Wood. But they're not going to make it easy for you.
No.
That's the who's who, if you will, of the 65, 10 to 11. We're talking about Wyatt Thurman, Timothy Scott, Aiden Zing, Wyatt Duff. And there he goes, doubling through there on the 26 machine. That is Carson Wood. That is the story we're going to try to track with you and see if we can get him up there to knock some points out.
Amazing.
In between himself and Getz.
Amazing that, you know, it's funny how we look at these kids and you can see, you know, we talk about the racecraft, how well they developed by this time on the 65cc class, and again, just, you know, how these, I mean, even the 50cc senior class riders in this same boat.
He's in 4th right now.
Wow, man, look at him go.
He is in 4th, I believe.
But my point is, watching these kids grow up together, they have all matured so well together, and they know who's who out there.
Did you see him looking over to his left? He's checking out where is the leader at.
Yes, he was.
He sure was. There's the 39 just in front of the 26. So that's Aiden Zing in 3rd. And Carson Wood back to the number 4 spot. Impressive ride already.
Yeah, you know, they always tell you, look where you're wanting to race to, where you're wanting to go to.
He's looking over there. I'm going to race with that guy.
He's looking
that guy way over there. I'd like to be where he is. So we're going to follow him along. Our leader should be heading around into the finish line turn. Unless we lost. Nope, there he is. There's Getz first. And then our second and now 3rd place rider. Looks like the 26 of Carson Wood has gotten up to 3rd. He's working on the 39 of Aiden Zing. Wyatt Duff not coming through on that 44 machine. There's the 39. He's going to pop into the number 2 spot. That's it. Aiden Zing, Carson Wood, and with that Carson Wood jumps up by 1 point over Jonathan Getz.
Yep, so Getz is at the mercy of what's still going on behind him right now. All he can do is continue to ride his moto. The question is, what will Carson Wood do at this point? We've seen him throw it away today in this situation.
And we don't want to see that, but things do happen in these third motos. So we are watching you, buddy. The number 26 of Carson Wood has jumped into the number 2 spot. He was all the way outside of the top 10. He was 10th. He needed several positions, 6 or 7, to even get ahead in points over Jonathan Getz, and he made those passes in a matter of 2 laps, Rodney.
Yeah, but there was it was 6 to 13 or 7 to 13. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the points.
Point wise.
So here's your top 10. It's Jonathan Getz, Carson Wood, Aiden Zing is 3rd, Wyatt Thurman is 4th, Timothy Great Scott is 5th, Reese Siva is 6th, Darren Pine 7th, Grant Old McDonald is 8th, Ryder Ellis 9th, and Jackson McCarty rounds out your top 10. Makes you nervous when you see the yellow flags. Like, whoa, who's that? Who's that? Because we saw Ripplinger. We're like, wait, the camera flashed past Ripplinger in that last moto, and I'm like, wait a minute, that was our leader.
There's Aiden Zing now, I believe. Still your 3rd place position.
39. Yes, Wood has gotten around him. Gives himself another point or 2 buffer. And your leader coming through the big monster mile sweeper there. Look at the number 26 of Carson Wood showing that race win speed there. Whoa, he is shredding that little left-hander. Going to go outside. Not going to mess with that. Not going to mess with those deep ruts. You can have those. Keeps the speed up. That's like me, man. I'd rather go the long way around. If there's an accident on 20, I'd rather just keep trucking around on the back roads, man. Just like he went around the outside. He's keeping that speed up, not stuck in traffic on the ruts. So 13 minutes to go here. The 26. He's on the hunt right now. He doesn't care about what we're talking about. He goes, I want to run the fastest lap. I want to go win this race. Being conservative, blah, 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 not my style. He is not conservative. Over that triple, up and over the step up, making double jumps down out of rolling braking bumps. There's Jonathan Getz. Man, does he look good. That's a good-looking get up there.
Yeah, riding that Husqvarna MX Tire Dunlop tires, FMF. Fly Racing gear, 100% goggles, Ethica, JM Racing, also Micah Metals. It's got a kind of a pretty healthy
sponsor list
there, yeah.
Pretty much from when he puts his boots on to when he puts his glove on, everything in between is handled.
Yep.
Throws a leg over the bike. The tires, chain, sprockets, plastic, motor, all that's done. Probably got a hot dog sponsor, maybe a potato salad sponsor as well. Chocolate milk sponsor. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, why not?
Tell you what else sounds good right now. Rapici's Italian Ice.
Oh,
yeah.
I bet it does. He knows you love that cherry flavor.
Well, I'm not saying that because I want one, but I'm just thinking right now this would be a good time for a spectator to be standing out there right now enjoying themselves, eating a nice Rapici's Italian Ice.
Jason has talked about 3 straight years of weather like this. Like it's almost hoodie.
I know.
It's not barely 80.
I have worn a jacket every morning.
It's bizarre. That is so strange. I'm talking about the dog days of summer in August in Tennessee, and the humidity capital of America.
And I don't know if you guys spend any time out at night around the facility, but up on Stagecoach Hill in years past when it's warmer and things are, it seems like it's crazy up there at night. But even down, I haven't seen a lot of after dark activity here this year.
I think folks are just taking it serious.
Yeah.
They're getting tucked in nice and early.
Yeah.
Being respectful. Word's gotten out.
I think cooler temperatures, maybe a little better security in maintaining that. I don't know, but
good security presence.
Yeah,
for sure.
There is so things are going very well here for the 40th running. We're kicking off another decade. The 5th decade is what we're heading into right now. That's crazy.
Working on the big 5-0.
Yeah.
There is the 26 of Carson Wood. He is working on a championship right now. The crowd already starting to come to life for Carson Wood as he hits the halfway point. Jonathan Getz going to be a happy camper here. He's going to go home if he stays up front with a Moto win as well. That's always cool.
Well, a little over 10 minutes to keep that happening in for sure right now as we are at 10:40 on the race clock.
He's got 4 seconds, almost 5 to make up. Probably has about 5 laps to go. He's a second quicker lap, Rodney. You can do the math there. I think we're going to have a race towards the end of this moto.
Yeah, it could come right down to the checkers itself. And At this particular point, we know and we question: is it worth it? Is it going to be worth it to Carson Wood to make that challenge? Because it's not necessary to win the national championship.
He is in a hurry. He is coming. I think he wants to win the Moto.
Could be just a thing of statements. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Way around the outside, you can pick up your leader there. Jonathan Getz, Carson Wood following. Getz with that hole shot. He has led this from wire to wire. We'll check in with our Dunlop Tires top 10. It's Jonathan Getz out front, Carson Wood second, Aiden Zink third, Darren Pine fourth, Wyatt Thurman fifth, Cole Blecka sixth, Ryder Ellis seventh, Timothy Scott 8th, Grant McDonald 9th, and Landon Walters rounds out your top 10 as we have under 10 minutes of racing to go here in this third and final moto, the national championship up for grabs for this young man, Carson Wood on the 26 machine. Carson comes to you from Zephyr Hills, Florida. He's a Moto X compound rider there. Matt Walker got these guys really on a great program. I have to give a shout out to Matt Walker and what they have going on down there at the Moto X compound. They probably have 60 people full time down there.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is, and it's neat because we've watched that whole program grow. I mean, it started basically through the passion of Loretta Lynn's. You know, I can remember when he had just a handful of kids down here, and he's like, "These are my kids. Keep an eye on my kids. Keep an eye on my kids." And watched him go from like a 10x10, actually not even a 10x10 on Vendors Row, but from nothing to a 10x10 to a nice little display down there on Vendors Row, and one of the top coaching and training facilities in the nation.
Yeah, he brought in Greg Schnell, I believe. He helps him from time to time down there when there's just so many guys for him to manage. So Greg Schnell, a Supercross winner himself. He's got good, talented people around him. The grounds are beautiful. The tracks are always good. He replicates race conditions. He digs it into, he waters the crap out of that place to get it like this. His guys are ready for this stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, the most successful people in the world surround themselves with the other successful people that have the same like-minded goals, and they're making it work. That's for sure.
Well, we got something working right now. The 26 is on the hunt. Here comes Carson Wood. This pass is not even necessary. He's going to double again, and Jonathan Getz is going to fight him on this one. He does not want to give up that position. I can't blame him. Now let's see if Jonathan goes inside here. He's been going outside. They both go outside. So that is the fast preferred line for these two young riders here. Wood doesn't have to make the pass. Got to be careful here. Into the left-hander. They're deep into the heart of Storyland. Getz kind of moving over to the middle part of the racetrack, trying to protect some of the inside lines. Carson Wood has the points. It's done. It's handled if he stays where he's at. But I believe, good luck trying to tell that to this young 10 to 11-year-old rider here. Here comes Carson Woods around the big monster sweeper, Rodney Tomlin. He's coming. He made the pass just like that.
Wow.
We missed it on camera. I don't know what happened. He just did it. And Jonathan Getz goes right back at him.
So this is where it could get dangerous for Carson Wood now that he is around, and Jonathan Getz, knowing that he has to beat him in order to win the championship. You know that that's only going to inspire the 22 that much more. So this could be the hardest part of the race now for Carson Wood.
And look at that. Carson Wood throws down a 2:16 on lap 3. So he really digs deep to try to get around. And, man, he has excellent form. His corner speed is lightning quick.
And honestly, he is making a statement. He is putting some distance already between himself and Getz. And, wow, what a ride for this young
You can just see it, man. Some guys ride. You can see that they're going fast. And some guys look smooth. And you can't really tell how he is aggressively pursuing this racetrack. And Jonathan Getz, I got to give it to him. He's not falling off. He is right there. He's going to fight you for this position.
15
Jonathan Getz, they're both out of Florida. Getz, they're both there.
Yeah, I'm sure that they probably train and ride together all the time.
I'm sure they race each other down at the Winter Olympics, of course. Gold Cups, Dade City.
I can't imagine. I bet Jeff Hines has probably called battles between these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knows everything about these guys. He likes his hot dog with mustard only. I can tell you that, folks.
He don't
Stop
even like hot
it.
dogs.
Stop it, Rodney. All right. Thank you. Stop it. That's all I got from Jeff Hines.
That's good.
Okay.
Makes me miss it.
The voice of Florida motocross.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Our good friend Jeff Hines. He's a surfer extraordinaire as well.
Dude, I know. And when I see
Mountain
the
biker?
when I see the pictures of some of the surfing he's done.
Yeah, he went to like way off in like Indonesia or some crazy life trip that he had to go.
Yeah, they spent like a month on a boat and they caught waves every day.
The perfect wave.
Ate out of the ocean.
That's a beautiful way to spend your golden years, if you will. Whoa, big, whoa, huge, almost endo for Carson Wood. And Jonathan Getz would be right there to capitalize.
Yeah, that gap closes right back up. We'd seen that 1.2 second gap. That was pushing closer to probably 2.5 seconds, and it's
that
close.
First one, Rodney, was enough to get my attention. And then he didn't even have time to recover from that before the next big bump almost tossed him right over the front of that motorcycle.
I bet you he uses a different line next time around.
I bet he squeezes the bejesus out of that little 65. All right, 4 minutes to go here.
I believe.
See, those are the pitfalls you got to watch out for. 2-lap board is out.
Yep.
I can see it on screen here. White flag will come around next time. So Carson Wood chopping wood right now.
1.1 seconds, so they're right there together.
Yeah, don't sleep on Getz. He's right there as well. Those are some ginormous handguards on that motorcycle. Here comes Getz. Man, he is right there with him. The number 13, some lap traffic there working their way around that young man.
If Getz can stay close on this, and if another mistake, one little bobble, I mean, the way that this is going, any little mishap could turn the whole face of this race around.
Well, I mean, this track is just so treacherous. It's not a local track.
No.
This thing is so beat up. It's a man's racetrack. You earn your national championship if you make it through the gauntlet of 3 motos in any class here. So, and that's supposed to be that way. If it was smooth and flat, it wouldn't race that way.
Well, Jeremy McGrath might come back and race it if
That's what he said. It's very rough. I prefer not to have all the bumps. MC does pop in and race Mammoth. He did it 2 years ago, and it was awesome. He was on a 500.
Oh, wow. That would be cool.
A KX 500. And he was impressive, as you would imagine.
Well, here we are in the closing. And
Getz goes down.
Man,
in the rut.
He was getting right on that rear.
Kept the bike going.
He was just a few bike lengths behind. He closed that gap up, man. He was about ready to begin that charge.
He won't lose a position, though.
No.
They're 20 seconds out front of third. So Getz will have to take solace, I believe, in this second moto and finish up in the number 2 spot here. The white flag going to come out this go-around for the 26, Carson Wood. Look out. There's the 25. Now you got to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, He's looking around to see where's Jonathan. I know he should be back there. So he looks back and he sees that things may be in control here. And as he heads into the door sweeper turn in Polysport Pond, around that for the final time, headed home for checkers. Or is this a white flag? This is going to be
the white flag's going to come out. I saw the 2-lap board last go around.
All right, so white flag coming out this time.
I don't think it can come out quick enough.
I tell you, there's so much going on. I get lost in where we are and what laps. And here it is, white flag. So, we're not completely out of the water yet for Jonathan Getz. So, regaining some composure there quickly.
Well, here's what happens now. You're having to take way different lines than you've been racing because now you've entered all of the lap traffic. So now you're off on the not preferred line. And there goes Getz right in the mechanics area. Oh, he's had some near miss experiences here on this one. Yeah, everything's coming at you when you're much closer to the ground like he is on his little 65. So Carson Wood looking over his shoulder. He's got about 7 seconds now over Jonathan Getz, wheeling through the ruts there. He's going to go wide, size up these 10 commandments one more time. Keep it in the track, bro. You got this. Lap traffic, the number 30 just in front of him. He's going to have to check up, zip right across there. Pick another rut. Here a rut, there a rut, everywhere rut. I mean, I couldn't do one rut good. He's done them all multiple times. That's what all that training goes. Man, anybody that can turn like these kids, you can tell they've spent hours and hours on a figure 8 course or the turn track down at Moto X compound.
Yeah, it goes back to what I was the point I was trying to make. These kids basically veterans, so well seasoned by the time they reach the 65 class, and it's a term that's used quite a bit, racecraft. I mean, for these kids, it's just utterly amazing. I can remember 30 years ago, 25 years ago, it was much different for a 65cc-year-old rider than
you didn't have access to training facilities, or now the USMCA, the Motocross Training Coaches Association, where you can just look online, find a great coach that's certified right near you, and skip about 900 crappy steps that me as a dad was like, hey man, jump that jump, kick your legs out, it looks cool. Like, no dude, squeeze the bike, you dummy, you don't know what you're talking about. There are coaches out there that can save you from a bunch of those pitfalls. We're almost done, Ronnie. We got a national championship to talk about here.
Yes,
take us home.
Carson Wood rounding the Thor sweeper turn in the Polysport Pond on his way home to a 2-1-1 finish, and the 65cc 10 to 11-year-old limited national championship here at Loretta Lynn's. As he takes the checker flag, Carson Wood is a national champion here at the Monster Energy AMA Amateur National Motocross Championship at Loretta Lynn's. And I'll tell you folks, that right there is a great title to hold. You are one of only a few, and some are even lucky enough to grab 2 titles in these championship bids in 2021. I know has been a crazy year as far as the championships are concerned, but been crazy exciting as it has produced some of the best racing that I think I've seen in my tenure. Carson Wood taking the win, Jonathan Getz in second, Wyatt Thurman in third, Cole Blecka in fourth, Aiden Zing will round out the top 5 here in Moto 1. Your overall will be Carson Wood with a 2-1-1, and we'll head down to the winner's circle where Jason Wygant is standing by to crown yet another national champion.
Here we go, Carson Wood getting it done. Look at Matt Walker with the reverse, pulling the bike up to the left to get it up on the stand and celebrate this. Little pressure for the Moto win, but the title was looking good coming in, and he delivered when he had to. That bib is on there good. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. He's got it all clipped and zip tied and everything else. We'll let him take that off. He wants to show the logos. I get it, as he's going to celebrate a victory. And a big one, could be a big step as he eventually will move to the 85 ranks. Let's hear it for your national champion, Carson Wood. Well, just give me an idea of the week in general, man. It really went smooth for you. What was happening going in to make it happen this way?
It went pretty good. I got like 7th off the whole shot, and Jonathan, he was gone, and I was like, well, I have to push it as hard as I can. I caught 2 of them, passed them, and it was the best feeling ever.
Yeah, exactly. Making it happen. What are you going to do to celebrate this? Haven't even thought about that, have you?
Going in the creek, in the pool.
Yeah, there you go. Who do you want to thank, Carson?
My mom, my dad, OGs, FX, Moto X, Dunlop, FMF, Roos, Mitch and Brian, Factory Connection, Alpine Stars, N60, and God Forgive Me Safe, family, my brother, and God Forgive Me Safe. Thank you.
Carson Wood, everybody. I'm going to bring American Motorcycle Association on up here to hand him the #1 plate. Here it is, your national champion, Carson Wood. All right, good stuff from our 65 champ. We will talk to our 2nd and 3rd place finishers. We have Jonathan Getz. And also, we will give champagne to our champion when we are all complete up here. Jonathan Getz got the Stasic hole shot, so a great ride by him. He will end up second in the moto. There was serious pressure being applied for the lead as they battled for it. Definitely left it all out on the racetrack. He will end up second, and he has our hole shot award. Let's hear it for Jonathan Getz. Well, one thing you can be satisfied with, you left it all out there. I don't think you had anything more than you could have done in that moto. You pushed as hard as you could.
Yeah.
How'd that race go?
I pulled the whole shot and I thought I checked out, but then Carson catched up and passed me.
Who do you want to thank? It's really been a solid week. I know you wanted the title, but still on the podium, you're doing pretty good.
My mom and dad, Dunlop, MX Tire, Fly, 100%, Flo, Evans Antifreeze, Sickwicks, Jam Racing, and everyone else, thank you.
There it is. Let's hear it for Jonathan Getz, finishing up in the second spot, and he has the Stasic Hole Shot Award. We're upside down. All right, thank you very much. And late in the race, things changed back there in the battle for third. It ends up being the number 18 on the Yamaha taking the bronze medal. Let's hear it for Wyatt Thurman. Good ride, Wyatt. Tell me about it.
It was good. I didn't get the best start, but just pushed through, passed the next person I saw in front of me, didn't give up.
All right, who do you want to thank?
Moose Racing, Parts Unlimited, my mom, my dad, my sister, Yamaha, Danny, Donnie, and Ed, Alpine Stars, 100%, and everyone else who supports me. Thank you.
All right, that's awesome. Let's hear it for him. Wyatt Thurman taking third.